Hello everyone, it has been a long time since I've filmed. I think my last video was, it's got to have been around New Year's I think. It is now April, it is Easter weekend, and this video is just an updated makeup tutorial slash kind of like get ready with me. I've got no plan to go anywhere today, but my makeup has kind of changed a little bit since I last did this. When did I first do this? It's got to have been October maybe? I think it was my first video. I don't know when that was. I'm very sorry for the lack of videos, especially like this year, and I haven't got very many at the moment in general. But I said I would film for my birthday. I completely forgot. I never got round to that. Yeah, I haven't filmed in a long time. I'm very sorry for that. So this is a new angle actually. I used to film here so you could see this way. Yeah, I've changed it up a bit. So yeah, I've moisturised already. I just need to get on to doing my makeup. I have got a mirror here, so I will be turned looking this way into the mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. But I'm gonna get started. I got this cute little headband from Boots. I can't remember how much it was though. But I will get started with my makeup tutorial, I guess. So, first things first. I use two different concealers. They are from Benefit. This one is the shade, I don't know. I can't read that. 05, I think. Yeah, you guys can't read that either. So this one I just use under my eyes. So let me just... This is the placement I do for concealer, and that is literally all I use for under my eyes. And then this one is also the Benefit. It is the Cakeless concealer. This is shade 1. And it looks so much more orange than it really is. And you can see that there. For this one, I just use to spot conceal. But I don't use very much of it. Otherwise, it does go cakey. And there's nothing I can do about that. It is just the way my skin is. So I'm just checking in my mirror to see if I'm getting everywhere. Which I am. This is how it looks before I blend it. This is where I put my concealer. And then I'm going to take Beauty Blender. I use this little tiny one. And I wet it with setting spray, so that I then don't have to set my makeup. Because I'm setting it when I blend it. I'm going to start with where I've spot concealed. And that looks like it's spreading loads. Oh my goodness. Okay. I try not to let it spread out too much. But if it does, then it does. Sometimes if it spreads too much, I will go through with a wipe and I will just wipe it off where I don't want it to be. That's also why I try not to use very much concealer. Once I have blended that in, I'm going to go with this end, the dry end, and I'm just going to go over it. Just leaning forward so I can see better in the mirror. Okay, that is done. And now I just need to blend under my eyes. And I'm always very careful about this because I hate when concealer gets on my nose. So I go this way and then back this way, and I do take it onto my eyes just to kind of brighten them up as a whole, and I'll just keep blending that out. And then I need to re-wet my Beauty Blender, so let me just a couple of sprays. I think I missed. I did. And then yeah, the other side. I will just say, you don't want the Beauty Blender to be too wet or damp, otherwise it moves the concealer around a lot, and it spreads it out more, which is not really what you want, unless you're trying to use like the littlest amount ever and cover loads of places. Okay, again, once I've done that, I'm going to go in with the dry end and just almost like pull it, like drag it against the skin. Just to make sure that there's no like obvious difference where it is. I think that is okay. It's not on my nose too much. If it ever gets too much on my nose, I will just like lick my finger and wipe it off like that. I don't really care. Okay, once that is done, I go in with blush. Now, I currently use the NYX Buttermelt blush. This one. What shade is this? I don't know. I can't read it because I haven't got my glasses on. Let me just open it up. This is what it looks like inside. It is a little bit shimmery. So I go in with this brush. I just tap it, and then you'll be able to see properly the other side. I just put it on like that. I always be careful with this blush because it is a lot more pigmented than my old blush. The other one I'd have to use a little bit more for. I also go across my nose like this. And it looks quite dark on camera at the moment, but that will be fixed. So, once that's on, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to take this big fluffy brush and just go over everywhere that I put the blush. This is looking really dark. I promise it's not. It really is not that dark. But then I just don't know what the right wording is for this. It's not blending it. Is this buffing it? I don't know. I am no expert with terms and all that. But I will just keep on doing this until it's like all how I want it to look. Sometimes I do put too much blush on, but I don't actually ever bother wiping it off because sometimes you need days where you've got too much blush. Whether that be blush blindness, I don't know, but I don't really care. Anyway, I'm now going to use this. I don't know where it's from. I've got no idea what this is. It is an eyeshadow stick. Don't know where it's from. Waterproof and long lasting apparently. I don't know, but I have used this a lot. I've had this for a good few years. And with this, I just go in my inner corner of my eye and I come underneath a little bit. And I go on here like this. And then we'll just rub it in with my finger. It has got a little brush on the end, but that lid can be really, really awkward. Sometimes the little hairs on the brush get caught in it, so I don't really use that brush. But I just do that and we'll rub it in with my fingers. And then I will sometimes go back right in the corners to brighten them up more. And that is that bit done. Sometimes I will do eyeshadow like on the rest of my eyes. Today, I don't think I feel like it. I will do some eyeliner first and then decide whether I want more eyeshadow. All the eyeshadow I use is sparkly, shimmery, glittery, all of that. But, so my eyeliner, do I want thin or thick? I think I'm going to go with thin eyeliner. Oh, just punched my fan. This is the Angela Colour waterproof eyeliner. I got this off of Amazon, I believe. I don't know if they do it elsewhere, but there are loads of colours. I think you can just see the red and there's a black in here as well. I did have these a few years ago and I used them till they ran out. So they are obviously very good. I'm just going to put that up here above. They're very thin, but they're very, very good. So I'm just going to do black eyeliner today. And I'm just going to go closer to the mirror to see what I'm doing. Then I'll show you it. Then I'll fit it in and I'll show you that. So, wow, this takes a lot of concentration. So I do a line like this, and then I'm going to take it with my eye open all times. I take it to my crease line, like this. And then I close my eye, draw that out a little bit, and then take it down to the lash line. And then I'm just going to fill it in. Now, I said I was having thin eyeliner. What I meant by that was using a thin eyeliner. My eyeliner is very rarely actually thin and small, because I do like a thicker eyeliner on myself. I feel like that is just what suits me more. And obviously personal preference and all that. Oh gosh, I have messed it up. So I'm just gonna do the other side. Then I'm going to clean them both up and hope that they look the same. I think we've gotten to a point where you can see my eye. I've got a lazy eye. It's this one. Yeah, I think it's starting to... Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, so I'm just going to do the other eye of eyeliner. Sometimes when I do my eyeliner, I have my eye wide and I have to relax my eyes to see if they then line up. Okay, do they line up? I'm not sure. I don't think they do. But you know what? It's okay. Sisters, not twins. That goes for every part of your face. It goes for every part, just everywhere. Sisters, not twins. Okay, and just make sure I fit it in somewhat neatly. Bring it to my lash line. Try not to miss sections out. Yeah, so you can see already that they're not the same. I do think I want it more like this one. So I'm going to fix this one up a bit and then clean this one so that it looks like this one. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm just pulling slightly, and I am going to bring it underneath so that the bottom of the wing gets bigger. And then line it up to the top. Like this. This is what my wing looks like. I just need to make the other one look the same. And to do that, I think, how am I going to do this? Okay, let me think about this for a moment. How can I make them look the same? Okay, I need to bring it down. Okay, you can see they're already starting to look more similar just by me bringing it down. And then I think I need to adjust this side to make that thicker. What I tend to do sometimes is, whether to see if I can just get away with how my eyeliner looks, I will just put my glasses on and see how different they look there. See, now I think they're not too bad. They're not too different. Actually, I need to clean up the bottoms. Some of the bottom needs to go. I think it's too low down on this eye. So I'm just gonna grab a wipe and clean it up. It's as simple as that, really. I'll just unfold it. And then this is gonna rub off some of my concealer and possibly even some of my blush because of where I placements and everything. Yeah, even taking a tiny bit off has made that look so much better. So I'm gonna put my glasses back on. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then sometimes I will go in with a black pencil liner for the waterline, lash line, whatever. Not today, don't feel like it. However, I am going to get out this. I think I used this in my last one. I have got no idea where this is from, how long I've had it. I've had it like the entire time I've done my makeup. I'm going to start off with this shimmery shade here. They're all shimmery shades. The white shade, I guess. Go over where I have previously put eyeshadow, because this kind of makes it more matte and less sticky, I guess. Not that the other one was sticky, but I mean, like, it kind of was. And then it also makes the highlight pop a bit. What I will do is, do I want to put it anywhere else? Yeah, what I will do is I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to get a little bit on my finger, that much, and let me put this down somewhere, you can get there. Here is where it's going to go, so I'm just going to pull down a bit and kind of swipe it on really lightly. Just so that it's like just a bit noticeable. And then I'm gonna get it back, put a little bit more on, and do the same the other side. So I'm just gonna pull it down and swipe it on very lightly. And I'm not going the whole way across, I'm just going maybe halfway at most. Just so that it's there, but it's not like super noticeable. Okay, that's done. Now I'm gonna go on to mascara. This is probably my favourite mascara. This is the False Lash Effect by Max Factor X. Can't remember if I used this in my last one or not. Cannot remember when I got this mascara. Might have been summer. I do believe I got this from maybe a Superdrug or a Sainsbury's, but it's Max Factor X, and it's incredible. This eye is gonna have mascara on, this eye not, just in a minute to show you the comparison. So I'm just gonna not even put that much on. I only ever do one coat, so I'm just gonna put this on, and I always do bottom lashes. Now, can you see the difference? This is without and this is with. Bottom lashes are so important to me to put mascara on. Like, I will never not put mascara on my bottom lashes. I don't really understand why some people don't. I mean, obviously, personal preference, do your makeup how you like, how you want. But I will always do my bottom lashes. And I don't know if it's just because my bottom lashes are very light, but forever a bottom lash mascara girly. There is mascara done. Now, sometimes it takes me a good couple minutes to decide whether I want to do lips or not. Today I think I'm gonna. Today is a lips day. So I'm going to take these and a lip gloss. This is Face Secret Lip Liner, waterproof, L11 Deep Rose. I think this is the same one I used last time. I can't find it anywhere else, so God forbid the day it runs out, because this is like one of the only lip liners I use. And I'm just gonna very lightly kind of pull it over my top lip like this, right down to the corners, and then same on the bottom, just really lightly. And then if I want it a little bit darker, I will fill in the corners a little bit, just like this much to here. See, it's not very much. but it does enough. So I'm just going to finish doing my lip liner, then I'll keep going. Okay, once lip liner is finished, I'm going to go in with this. It's got no writing on it, so I don't know where it's from, what it is, no idea. I've had this a few years and it's kind of running out a bit, but I'm just gonna put it on and blend it together, I guess. And then as you can see at the moment it is matte, but I do prefer a glossy lip. So this is from Primark actually, and you can see I have dyed this lip gloss pink. It is a clear gloss, but I always use it over this lip combo, so I'm just gonna only a little bit. Only a little bit is needed. And then I think that might be face done. Oh, actually, it is not face done because I've got a recent edition of an eyebrow slit and you can't see the end of my eyebrow very well, so I do need to fill it in. Some days I'll add a little colour to it. Today I'm not really feeling adding colour, so I'm just going to, where is it? This is Lottie London Arch Rival Volume Powder. Does it have a shade on it? I don't believe so. So you can hear it rattle, but I am literally just going to get the little tiniest amount ever and put it on the end of my eyebrow. See, now you can see my eyebrow. I'm just going to do a little bit on this side, even though I don't have a slit this side, just so that the darkness is like even. A little bit here as well. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of, yeah, that is face done. So now I'm just going to take that off, wait for my mascara to dry, put my glasses on, and I'm going to pick an outfit for today. I need to have a look at what the weather is to know what I want to wear, but once I am dressed I will come back to you guys with new outfit on. I am now this way around so that you guys can see the outfit properly in the mirror. This is a shirt that I thrifted, as well as these jeans I thrifted, and the belt, which you can't really see when the shirt's down properly, was gifted to me. So that is the outfit. I need to go put my necklace on, and then that's the outfit done. I hope you guys liked this video. I will try my best to have more uploads through this year, but there's no guarantees. So I will see you guys whenever next time is.